All right, we live. We live. Although I don't think the background music is on. Let me double check the sound settings here before we really get into it. Let's see. Let me see. Make sure this is sounding right before we get right to it. First stream of the year. Can't wait. Oh well. Okay, we back. So it's the first stream of the year. I am on Dragonflight. I am not maining Dragonflight. I'm going to treat this kind of like background stuff. I did play Dragonflight on and off. Sometimes you just need a breakup in what you're playing. I was playing SOD religiously. Still am. Still trying to make sure my warlock is my main. Make sure he's right in the world. So when the next level band comes out, I'm here and I'm ready. However, once you accumulate a certain amount of things, once you start to run the same things over and you get eventually what you need, things kind of get a little stale. So I was just looking for outlets, and like right now, it's pretty easy to just jump in and out of SOD. Like especially once you've laid all the groundwork down, and I think that's true for any game. Once you laid the groundwork down, it's kind of easy to jump in and out. Even with Dragonflight, which is a much faster progressing game. Like it's more of a detriment not to play as consistently on Dragonflight than it is on really any other version of WoW, even Wrath Classic. Like you could once you get what you got, you're only really farming for alts. So um, once that groundwork was laid for SOD, I was like, all right, I can start dabbling into other things. And even in Dragonflight, like I did KSM season 3 when it first came out. I got KSM every season so far, but for season 3, I really wanted to get it before Season of Discovery launched, and that was a really stringent goal because I didn't want anything to hinder me uh, while I was leveling. Right, so I did that, and I laid a lot of that groundwork down when the raid first came out, and I was able to step away and come back and still have my gear be pretty relevant. Like obviously, when you don't play for a couple of weeks, you kind of falter a little bit, especially on alts, right? Because at that point, I was just focusing on the main, but on alts, you definitely falter. So there are some things I wish I would have done leaving season 2, going to season 3. Like I should have just really focused on upgrading all of my season 2 stuff. Pardon me, to as far as they can be. But that didn't happen. So here we are back in season 3. Like I said, I'm gonna use this as some background information. I'm actually excited that they're doing a season 4. In the title, I'll talk about in the title it's listed as upcoming WoW content. That's part of the upcoming. I think 2 weeks ago now they released the roadmap for all of their games, for classic, for retail, for Season of Discovery, and I like it because it helps paint the picture of what you want. Like you can plan out your life really. Like if you're playing all three, like I kinda am, kinda yes and no. I still consider Wrath my main game, quote unquote, even though it's for me it's pretty much over at this point. Like it's on the end of its lifespan. We're still, got it like maybe like 2 or 3 bosses to progress through in ICC, but it's at the end of its life cycle, right? And whereas SOD is at the beginning of its life cycle, and Dragonflight is nearing the end. We're not at the end yet, but we're nearing the end. And there's a whole new season that's coming up, which I'm excited for. So it's kind of like you're finishing up one to get into the other, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. But the roadmap really allows you to plan those things out. So we know Ruby Sanctum's coming out in like a week and a half or so. We know SOD, even though we don't know the release date, we know we're getting the level 40 band pretty soon because BFD's been out for a little bit and it's on a 3-day lockout. And whenever you have raids like that, whenever you have any content that gets recycled every 3 days, or the reset is every 3 days, people tend to burn through the content quickly, right? So and because the level cap is really low, level 25 isn't a hard cap to hit. People have a lot of alts that are also going through the BFD cycle, so it's a lot of things to do, but it's stuff that the player's creating, so it's not like new content. So I can't wait for the level 40 band. That's what I'm probably gonna hone right back into SOD and really start, talking about different warlock builds and other tank builds too. I do have a warrior at level 25 who I've kind of been neglecting. I really need to knuckle down and get him ready. Because I was considering making him the main for the level 40 bracket. I don't know if that's still the plan anymore, but we'll see. But I'm really excited for that. I'm really excited just to see the progression on SOD more so than I am for the other games. Like I'm not too excited about Cataclysm. I'm not too excited. I am pretty excited about War Within, but we're so far removed from War Within releasing that it doesn't really matter right now. So SOD is kind of the main focus right now. But aside from that, I did want you do want to change up. Like tanking in SOD or Classic or Wrath or whatever is very, very different than tanking on retail. Mythic Plus obviously exists, and there's no real, like, the other Wrath iterations or the other WoW iterations don't have something like Mythic Plus. So to get my fix, I gotta go to Dragonflight, and luckily Mythic Plus is something where I can progress my character almost equally like I was raiding. Some things I actually have to go to raid for, like if I wanted the legendary on my Death Knight for a higher chance. Yes, I could do LFR, but for a higher chance I would have to go to a raid for not anymore, but for the Helm enchant you had to go to the raid, but now you can do that in LFR, so it doesn't really matter. But I want to progress this. I want to progress on my own time. That's what I meant. I'm bugging. I want to progress on my own time, so therefore, Mythic Plus kind of fills that void. And the gameplay you're about to see is I'm about to do a key on Druid and really just talk about kind of tanking in its scope and what I feel each iteration of WoW can learn from one another. Hold on, why am I having like a brain aneurysm on how to do this? So I'm going to do my own key. I have what is it? It's like it's your Rise. I have a Mirazon's Rise, which isn't really the funnest key on Tyrannical. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it really isn't. Both of the Dawn of the Infinite dungeons really just, I don't know, they vary in terms of likability. I think they are by far when you get to higher keys, they are by far the hardest of the dungeons. I don't think it can get pretty close. Like I think on high keys on Tyrannical, like the last boss on an Atal Dazar can get pretty tough too. Yasma's really annoying. The last boss in Throne of the Tides is really annoying on high keys and Tyrannical. But I think regardless to what the affixes are, and this week is considered push week, we're looking at Tyrannical, Sanguine, and Volcanic. Even this week is considered a push week, and I'm still a little skeptical on doing this dungeon key, but it's my key, and I want to, I think the fastest way to do it is to just get my key rocking. But so yeah, we're gonna build a group. I'm gonna talk about it, and we're gonna talk about other WoW stuff while I give some background entertainment, if I can get a solid group. I guess while I wait for participants, I can kind of talk about my setup here. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me see. What we got? All right, so we got a demon hunter. Demon hunters are always pretty decent. Um, if you don't know anything about retail or Dragonflight, demon hunter is probably the all-around best melee. It's not the best in every situation, like every single niche situation, but it is probably the all-around best melee when it comes to survivability, utility, damage done. It's probably the all-around best. So a demon hunter is always a shoe-in for an invite, to be quite honest with you. Um, and when I'm forming these groups, I'm not too picky on like I need all of the meta classes. I more so care about the dungeons in particular. Like what am I trying to combat, right? When it comes to the dungeon, the affix, because the affixes don't really matter. Like volcanic is step to the side, sanguine is dragged them out of sanguine. Like you're not really bothered by the affixes this week. What you're really trying to figure out is how to combat the dungeon. And this dungeon really has a mix of difficult things to worry about. At least the former part. The latter part isn't really too crazy when it comes to ads. Like I think once you pass like Morchi, right? Once you pass Morchi, the ads don't really matter. So I'm not gonna be too picky on like what I need for control, but the former part is pretty tough. Like tiers ads can get pretty annoying and they can wipe you if you're not careful. So we're gonna try to kind of form around that, but all in all, you're really just trying to build the best comp. Like, all right, so as a guardian druid, we bring a lot of control, right? So you want somebody to supplement that control because there are a few important interrupts. So we got the demon hunter to help with the interrupts. I bring the versatility buff, and I can do a fair amount of control. You know, I have Typhoon, I have Incap Roar, I'm a Tauren, so I have War Stomp. So we have certain things that we can do. Alongside the demon hunter who has Chaos Nova, who has Sigil of Misery, I believe. I don't think Silence is part of the Vengeance portfolio. So as you can see, I'm not getting a lot of bites because again, Morazan's Rise isn't really a fun place. So I might have to abandon this, unfortunately, and just like join a group that already is filled and kind of just go from there. But speaking about Druid, like I'm just using like my gear. This was my alt. My Death Knight is I consider my main. So I've been trying to catch him up. Like I didn't have a lot of stuff. As you can see, I don't have the helmet enchant. I did manage to get my 5 set. So that's pretty done. I got a couple of decent trinkets for Mythic Plus anyway. I still need to replace this belt, which I've had since Season 2. Which it was great in Season 2. Verse, Mastery, and Leech. Great, but not so good in Season 3. Just got a weapon. So I'm just trying to slowly accumulate some loot. Not really getting too many bites though. Augmentation is fine too. Like people, I don't know. Augmentation is like a weird one to me, but I'm gonna invite him because one, augmentation is gonna boost the group if he's good, and it's a heroism which we need. So easy clap. Ember, what's his name? Emberagon. Okay, I guess that name works. So we got the control out the way, right? We have a lot of control here just between us three. We have heroism out the way. Because there's a demon hunter, I'm more inclined to bring a ranged DPS, like a magic DPS, just to make the most of his debuff, right? And because we don't have the traditional damage dealer, we have a buff. So I'm gonna try to see what I can do here. What is this? This is a priest. I'm always nervous about this priest, like. This priest and preservation evokers to me are the ones that's like so hit or miss. So hit or miss. Either you get somebody who understands the class or you just don't and they struggle. And I feel like this person wouldn't be queuing up if he didn't understand, at least maybe he doesn't understand the dungeon, but at least the class, right? Like he's not a bad IO. Like he has higher IO than actually mine is better on this tune. But I'm debating. This priest would work. Let's see. He's done a 14 rise. This is a 17. He's done a 16 fall. He 2-timed this. So I guess we can do it. Oh, he's gone. See, this is what happens when you're indecisive, boys and girls. This is what happens when you're indecisive. But anyway, yeah, I'm more inclined to get a caster here. I'm more inclined to get a caster just to help with this damage profile here. Let me see. Looks like the Demon Hunter is phased. So there's a lot of melee signing up for this. I think they all want that Fate Mirror or something. Well, these guys probably want Gorehowl. Like the Paladins and the Warriors, they want Gorehowl. But I don't know what the Demon Hunter will want. 447, kinda low. I don't know about that one. Hunter wouldn't be so bad either. Hunters are really popular, like because their damage profile isn't, or their damage rotation isn't so complex, and they do a lot of it, and especially on Tyrannical, like their hunters mark, doing increased damage. The first, like, what is it? Until like 80%. Like you get like a small increase, like a 5% increase until the boss reaches 80%. That's not bad. You know what I mean? Especially on Tyrannical, where you're just fighting the timer. You want the fights to end. So a hunter isn't so bad. This one's a little. What is this 405 number? Let's see what he's done. He hasn't really done too much, so I don't know. I don't want to be a key Nazi. Like, he could be great. I'm not saying he isn't, but I don't know why I didn't update. Let's see. His main is 2 at 26, so this might be one. I might just have to forego not having a caster for maximum Demon Hunter benefit and just opt to get the Hunter. If I did that, though, I would want a Mistweaver healer. If I got the Hunter, I wouldn't want a Mistweaver. Mistweaver is like, I've never been a fan of the actual melee healer playstyle, but Mistweavers do pump. So, Mistweavers do pump. What time is it? That's a hunter. That's a real hunter. Sure, why not? And now we just need a healer. But yeah, this is where I would want a Mistweaver or even a Disc Priest. Shaman wouldn't have been mad either. I would have took the Shaman. I just saw his thing a little too late. Just need that healer. Let me see something. Hold up. I'll probably take this out. Let's see. I'm trying to edit the stream title a little bit. It's a little misleading, and I didn't really need that first part. Let's do that. Just need the healer. But I guess while I wait for a healer to queue up, we can go into upcoming WoW content, future plans, and stuff like that. So the future plans for the channel for me is obviously as we progress into Season of Discovery, I want to do more content on that. As Cataclysm gets closer, I'm probably going to start slowly releasing Cata stuff. I started early on, like I released the Cataclysm buff video, which I gotta update. I want to update and maybe shorten or maybe do bits and pieces on it because it's a really long video. It's like a 41-minute video, which isn't the great. Like sometimes long form videos are good, but I feel like there's a lot of information there that kind of get lost in the sauce. So I want to shorten that down a little bit. I did the Blood DK talent tree video, so I'm probably gonna continue on and do like the prop paladin, bear druid, like the same thing I did for Wrath. I did the Blood DK, so we're gonna do the druid, we're gonna do the paladin, we're gonna do the warrior, and just talk about the various talents and talent builds and stuff like that, like early talent build stuff. Nothing crazy, nothing crazy. This druid is real. He's not really a druid. He's not really a healer druid. He's a damage druid, but he's trying to moonlight as a healer. Could. I don't know. I'm wary because I've had bad experiences with people who dabble, like who are trying to moonlight. So, not saying this person's a bad healer. He probably knows what he's doing, but it's just a little discerning. And druids are pretty good. Like druids are probably the best mythic plus healers right now. So maybe I just say F it and just bring them. I wish it was something else because kind of doubling up on druid utility here. Like I already have a mark of the wild, so it's probably not the best to do this one. I don't know. Let me see. At least he's done a rise. I might as well just take him. Oh, he's gone. See what happens again. Round 2, when you're indecisive, boys and girls, never be indecisive. Remember that. Remember I told you that. Remember Soul told you that. Okay. But back to my plans anyway. So yeah, once Season of Discovery comes out with the next level bracket, I want to dive into that. I'm gonna, like I said with Cat, I'm gonna start slowly releasing. Like I'm not too excited about Cataclysm, but at the very least, I could put the information out. And I think I said this. Maybe I said this on another stream or another video that hasn't been released. Like I have so much recorded content that I kind of forget what I release and what I don't release. So I might have said this on an unreleased recording that I've done, but Cataclysm is not my it's not high on the priority list when it comes to playing. Like I probably won't, continue on playing Cataclysm Classic the way I did TBC and Wrath. Because by then we'll be at the level 50 bracket of SOD. I think level 50 is what was on the roadmap. The level 50 bracket on SOD. We will be sorry, I had to put down the feast. We'll be at the level 50 bracket of SOD. I don't think the War Within will be out by then. I have to look at the roadmap again, but I don't think the War Within will be out, but it'll be we'll have a lot more information than we do now. So, and I've already experienced Kata on a very large scale. Like that was where I did a large part of my heroic and not world first, but like, what is it? Top 100, top 200 rating. So I kind of already experienced Kata in full. I don't know if I need to experience it again. If anything, I would want to play the Firelands again, but that's really it. I don't really have too many aspirations to progress through Kata again, but all that can change, right? All of that can change. I could play, if they do an alpha, I don't think they would do that, but I could play the PTR and, get reinvigorated to do Kata again. So who knows? So let me do a ready check and let's get ready to do this dungeon. Everyone's ready. Am I ready? No, I'm not ready. I need to do a Howling Rune. Okay. And let's make sure this is loaded up and we do a countdown. One reason I've been focusing on Guardian on retail so much is really because it's so easy to pick up and play. Like I think that's always been the benefit of Bear. It's just been so easy to pick up and just go. Like you don't have to. It's not too complex. It has its strengths. It has its weaknesses, and you just kind of deal with it as you go along. To be honest with you, like it's not nothing crazy. So, but that being said, it does get pretty boring. That's the drawback for Bear, in my opinion. It gets really boring. So, I think and that's a major drawback in my opinion. That's a major drawback. So, see, Homeboy should be dead by now. There we go. Oh, you monster! You're just gonna stand in that Sanguine, huh? Okay. Okay. She's just okay. She's juicing it. That's crazy. She did like 4 things back to back. That's fine. We're gonna get her low. Just want to focus her down real quick because I don't really want to deal with her standing in Sanguine again for the millionth time. That's fine. And I think the Pat went away, so yeah, Pat's gone, so we'll deal with her. Nobody's gonna do that, huh? I guess Soul will. I will say the Shaman is playing the game. He's pushing the buttons. Thank God the Demon Hunter actually interrupted, because that would have been annoying if he didn't. We made it. And we're now worse for wear. Easy clap. We can do this real quick. I think mixed scrolling battle text needs to be edited again. Like, I don't know. I'm not happy with the placement on it. I could have did that during this little RP shit here, but I chose not to. He's about to become active anyway. Okay. Good bait. We got a shield. easy. That was a horrible bait. That wasn't a good bait. But he's almost down for the count, I guess. Oh, wow. I fell off. That's crazy. Live on stream. Oh, boy. And I'm the B-Res. That is not good. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I should probably soak these as much as I can. Yeah, that bait really, that middle one really fucked us up. That one really fucked us up. Come on. There we go. Hope soak. He's dead though. So no one's worth for wear. I think if he releases here. I'm being honest. I don't know why he's not releasing. Yeah. Shama's up here? I think he is. Yeah, I don't like the placement on mix. It's annoying. Definitely don't like the placement on mix. What's crazy is I used to have the same profile for mix on like all of my characters. I don't know how I missed. That's crazy. I'm upset. I think I'm waiting, but I'm not waiting because we all got sent back. We all got sent back. I don't have a choice. Who's out there? Let's see. Anybody out here with me? Demon Hunter and Shaman. Rift open. And now for my least favorite part of this entire dungeon. I hate this part. I literally hate this part. Luckily, like on a death knight, this is different because I actually have to go out there. But here, I can just kind of moonfire my way to victory. taco time. See, I don't understand why I'm not getting what I need. There we go. I think we're done here. Once we unlock this little portal, yeah, we got a little pathway. Look, look. I hate this area. I really hate this area. What's that? Oh no, it's not done yet. I really don't like this area. Alright, we're good. Oh, I always forget that takes me out of bear form. I definitely came in here and died one time because I attacked thinking I was in bear form, and it really was not. Demon Hunter decided to press buttons in that pool. Alrighty. We're almost done here. Alright. Looks like everyone's good. I can charge her ass. Oh, we didn't get lucky. Time traps. I really don't like these disability. Just move her. Yep, she's gonna frontal. Alright, now I can move. When I was first learning this place, I would always, oh, she's right here. I would move her immediately and kill somebody with time less. Happened every time. Happened every time. Yo, why are those traps so far? What is she doing that to us for? Actually, I can't even. Okay, good. We got it. I'm gonna trap this guy. Here we go. We're lit. And I didn't kill anybody with Time Blast or Sand Blast. Lit. It's pro tanking right there. Awareness. Easy clap. Awareness. I guess, yeah, I guess we don't need that one. Yeah, we really don't need it. Yo, this fish mount looks ridiculous. Lit. We do it. I'm sure this place was really cool when it got released, like as the mega dungeon, but I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm not that big a fan of it. Can I arrange those guys? I think what was the last mega dungeon I was a fan of? I think it was Mechagon. Mechagon might have been the last mega dungeon I really like. I didn't really care for Karazhan. Didn't really care for Tatchavus. Tatchavus was pretty cool though. Tatchavus was cool, but Mechagon was probably the one, like the mega dungeon that I actually liked. Even though the bottom half was annoying. I really like Junkyard. Junkyard was a fan favorite. They should have brought that back, even though that was in. They had Junkyard in season 3 Shadowlands, I think. Bring it back one more time. What's on me? It's interesting. I think, yeah, I've never seen it going like tank target. That's crazy. Oh boy. Oh boy. There we go. That could have been bad. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, but it wasn't. All right. Where's Big Man at? Let's see how this group's baiting is. Pretty good bait so far. I'm not gonna lie. You putting in work. Blade storming. So we can skip these boys if we can go past. Good. Ugh, get discombobulated. There we go. You know, the red Sindwalker, I wish I would have did that season in Shadowlands, man. I only did the first two. Missed opportunity to get some cool looking mounts. That's my bad. And of course, I picked the expansion where I do all of the seasons in Mythic Plus to get the average looking mounts. I mean, I guess the smoldering Inferno Dawn, that one, the Inferno Armor Dawn, that one's pretty cool looking. But the green one, the one we got for this season, is trash looking, bro. That one is doo doo. Wait, did we go the wrong way? We did go the wrong way. I'm tripping. This is Morchi's area. Oh, we did the enemy forces, I guess. We're still around like 2%. Even though we would have had the enemy forces with the very last pack on the, right before the last boss. Whoa. Fat. Misclick. Gotta head to the ice place. I always do that. We'll still clear it, though. I will say that about Rise. As much as I hate it, it doesn't overstay its welcome. Like it's over pretty quickly. It doesn't overstay its welcome. I think Fall is pretty much the same too. But Fall just has worse bosses in my opinion. Fall just has really bad bosses. Like I like Iridicron, that's like my favorite boss. But the other ones, the Time Waves ones, the Ooze one, yeah, that one, they can keep that one. Never bring that one back. They can keep that. Move from over here. There we go. Healer's got orbs, so I just gotta watch placement and we should be lit. Where's Homeboy at? There he is. got orbs. Here's the orbs. A little snafu there with the camera, but we're good. There we go. We'll be alright. This is another one where I used to spin them too fast and immediately clap the party before I learned. Now I can run. This isn't ideal because we just wasted a lot of space there, so I'm gonna have to move them. I guess it's not so bad. It's primarily on one spot. I was cut off here. It's not good. Have to wait for breath. Demon Hunter is playing a dangerous game. Okay, orbs are in a good spot. So the hunter is kind of cutting me off, and it's really not ideal that he stands behind me. Really not ideal that he does that. But the fight is almost over, so it doesn't even matter. Easy. What is my specialization set to? It's set to feral. Oh, is that okay? Do I want that? That's a nice, kind of a nice trinket. Quantum focus, splinter. I don't think I'm getting anything, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, look at that! I got a mount, kind of a mount from the past. Interesting. Yeah, I don't like either of the Dawn of the Infinite dungeons, but this was a pretty smooth run. My key turned into Black Rock Hold, which is pretty easy. See what I get. Oh, I can't do anything while challenge is active. That's interesting. So I guess we're leaving, so I can see what the rewards were. Fun fact: I don't know if you just saw in that clip where the dragons are huddled around the boss's body. I always thought they were eating him. I was like, yo, are they like feasting on him? That's kind of crazy. All right, let's see what mount we get. Let's see how lucky the druid is. Quantum Reigns. It is the Armored Rizaji Raptor. Okay, I guess there are worse mounts out there. So looking at my performance, I definitely could have did more damage. I was just more kind of focused on getting through the dungeon. The Demon Hunter, obviously, I'm not surprised that the Demon Hunter was top overall. Demon Hunter's pump, especially with the assistance of an augmentation, and this augmentation was really good. He had a 77% uptime on prescience on the Demon Hunter, so that makes sense. He had lowest was 57% on Ebonmite, so he was doing pretty well. Hunter, not surprised. He could have done a little bit more. Maybe I didn't pull to his liking. Who knows? But yeah, pretty good run. Shaman did well. He was a little mana starved, but looking at how much he was relying on chain heal, that's not surprising to me. I should have tossed him more innervates. I need to make a mouse over macro for innervates. It's just a button that I don't really use too much, but I should have used it more than what he got, to be honest. But not a bad run. Not a bad run for an easy one chest. Could have two chested it if I didn't die the first boss and I didn't make that pathing mistake. Definitely, we did the skips right. Definitely worked well for a pug. I guess the next ones I got to time is Fall, which I really don't like any of the bosses in Fall. It's like the trash pulls are better in Fall, but the bosses are just horrid. Except for Eridicron. Eridicron I think is pretty fun. And the first boss is okay too. And I got to do an Atal Dazar, which is pretty easy, except for the last boss. Yasma is just really annoying on Tyrannical. Really, really annoying. But that being said, I probably, if I can get into a quick Atal, I could probably do that as well. Let's see, find group. Yeah, there's some Atal keys that I could queue into. So or I could do, what is it, my Black or Cold? Black or Cold's pretty easy too. To be honest, I could probably do that as well. If I really want to just put a group together. What's my highest time key on this tune for Black or Cold? Where's Black or Cold? This one? No, this one. Oh, 14. Yeah, I might do my key. Let me step away for a moment and then I'll come back and do another key real quick. we back. Okay, so just been showcasing the keys. One thing I do want to check is, let me check my buff up time. So it looks like I had 36% on the crit buff, 39% on the mastery, and a really low 10%. No, sorry, 23% on the burst. That's annoying, but I think I'm gonna do a Natal Dazar. I think that's the next one that I want to do. It's an easy showcase on Natal Dazar. Let's see. I don't really even have a key level in mind, to be honest. Maybe like 16 or up. There's a 17 here, but they don't need a tank. Let's see. Is it 18? I could probably do an 18. Don't know if I'll get invited. You know, people are Raider IO Nazis. If you're not 3K already, then we're not even inviting you. Welcome to retail. Let's see. It's a 3. No. Let's see. Actually, hold on. There we go. I messed up with my sorting. Okay. I'm not going to get invited to that 21. I'm not doing a 3. I guess the 18 isn't so bad. I could do an 18. I could do an 18. I don't really see anything else that I want to do. So, let's see. Let's sign up. Easy clap. Oh, it has been delisted. Gotta do it again, boys and girls. Let's see. This is why I normally create my own key, because I don't like having to sift through people's keys. I'll just do my own key to get quick stuff done. Which let me take a look. If there's a belt that comes out of Dark Heart, I might just go do that. Or what is it? Not Dark Heart, Black Rook Hold. There's a belt that comes out of there. I'm just gonna go do Black Rook. Let me set it. There we go. There is no wait. That's restoration. No, there unfortunately isn't a belt that comes out of Black Rook, so I am not incentivized to doing that. Let's see. It really isn't good at all. Let me see what else I can. I could do a higher Waycrest. Or you know what I could do? Stop being a fool and just do this. There we go. There's a Throne of Tides I could do, which actually isn't so bad. Morazans, no, I just came from there. Morazan, Waycrest. I could do Waycrest. Waycrest isn't so bad. And it does have, I don't think it has a belt, but it has like trinkets I can use for my other specs. Let me see. Oh, it does have a belt. It has a Risk Mastery belt. Oh yeah, I'm about to do Waycrest. Let's see if I can even get into one. That's the tricky part. Let's see. Dark Heart. Actually, before I do that, I said I was going to change the mixed scrolling battle text areas and stuff. Configure scroll areas. It's a little too out there. Let's test it. Honestly, let me see. say I would do that. Configure. There you go. Okay, I'm okay with that. Save that. And there's one more thing I want to do. This over just a tad bit more. That's about it. Honestly, what I could do, I don't even know if I need income. Kind of just want the outgoing damage. I don't really need this. And then we can just move. Should I close that so fast? We can just move the move this over here. All right, that's a lot better. Look at that 17 weakness. While I look at that, I know Throne has a nice one too. Has the trinket, mastery, avoidance trinket, which isn't so bad. Oh, doesn't matter. Got invited. Let's look at the comp here. Resto Druid, which doesn't surprise me. Demonology Warlock also doesn't surprise me. Arcane Mage, interesting. And Hunter. Alright, we will see. Let's do it. Let's do the Waycrest things. Honestly, can't wait till we can do dragon riding in the open world. Or what is it called? Not dragon riding, they call it dynamic flying or whatever. Can't wait till we get to do that in the open world. Oh, that's not a Resto Druid. I guess my LVY didn't update fully when I joined the group. I thought it was a Resto Druid. I just saw the orange and immediately thought that's a preservation evoker. Okay. Prezi's not bad. Prezi's not bad. I think Prezi just gets overshadowed by augmentation thoroughly. Prezi isn't bad. I'm not sure if these guys are friends, but with this comp, with the Mage Warlock, I wouldn't have brought Hunter. I would have brought a Demon Hunter. They could be friends, who knows? I'll pop that potion a little early. We'll lose some seconds on that, but it'll be alright. I really don't think these things should drop Sanguine. That's the most annoying thing in the world. That these nonsense ads drop singling. Just gonna wait for the, there we go, there she goes. You too. Sanguine, and that which is just standing in it because Sanguine's a great affix. Best affix in the game. I interrupted the wrong thing because I'm the greatest bear in the game, evidently. Oh, he didn't lust. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense actually. I'm used to lusting on that first pull. So to make the most of this for these two pulls, but I guess I don't even have to go down this hallway. I can just do the boss. He's gonna lust there. Go back down this way. Oh, and I should probably turn this back to damage, not buff up time. There we go. Do. Everyone's ready. Here we go. Mage is mine. Oh, yo, that mage almost got deleted. They were going for blood with that. Jeez. Sandra's standing really close for a range. Like, he doesn't have to be that close. I'm just gonna die too. Jeez. Almost got smoked. Heal to full. I can help out. Oop, there. He has my proc with Juve. That should help, right? I'm helping. He's struggling healing that guy up. I'm gonna have to get him up. Get this guy in the read too. Yeah, he's struggling. It's the one thing about Prezi, man. Either you're good or you're not. He's struggling with the heals, I can tell. Yeah, he's down. I can't be Reza. Let's see. He is struggling. Tossing out these procced regrowths for the squad. Even though I don't have any. Oh, I should have. Oh, he definitely gonna die. Yeah, he was not coming back from that. I don't have revive on my bar. That's crazy. Oh, they released the new one. I probably could have moved the outgoing damage a little further out, to be honest. I'm actually glad I got knocked back. That actually helped me. I don't know if that Typhoon was the best, but I had to do. It had to be done. So we got 6 minutes on hero. Okay, I can stretch that out. Stupid thing. I hate singing with the passion. Luckily, we didn't get too much damage on this thing for it to matter. She was already kind of high. You can open this in combat. I'll do a pro move, y'all. So put this over here. So, there we go. Easy. Alright. Nope, we still got 4 minutes. We still got 4 minutes. Let's see. Let's see. Do. This. I want me to lay down the traps for me. That's lit. Okay. Good. I'm gonna go back in there. I'm gonna pull this first part. Oh, I'm dead. That's not good. And we don't. I am the B res. If I release this, let me see. I'm the B res, so it doesn't matter. Actually, I can give them the buff, the roar. There we go. The roar. Oh, Hunter. That was it. Where's the Hunter at? So that's good. Just trying to eat up time on this hero thing, so I can do one light. We got about probably 3.5. 3.5 left on that pup. Warlock's out there? Warlock's out there. Alright. I'm still gonna do this pull. Got me with time dilation, we're lit. That death was 1,000% my fault though. I'm not a type of. I try not to be the type of person that like, oh, I didn't get healed in this amount of seconds, or like, no. I had many buttons before death. Many buttons before death. So that death was 1,000% my fault. I don't know why I didn't get more. That's crazy. You don't want to be there, big boy. Okay. Literally one more minute on exhaustion, so I can do one more pull. We'll do that one. This should bring us to where we need to be. Okay. He's drinking. I mean, let me get to like 50, maybe 70 for him. Okay. We're good. Going. Normally I would flex if I was on my DK. I'd flex, and I would not even bother to reset his stacks. But I'm probably gonna do it like one time. Oh, see, and they're up. I guess there's no reason for them to stack. Normally you'd stack in thorns to cleave and shit, but what's the next thorns? It's in a couple seconds here. I'm going to use my big bear form, and that's going to carry me through this thorns, and then we're gonna reset them. There we go. And then that'll be that. No need to reset anymore. At least there shouldn't be. After this thorns, I may end up having to reset. Maybe not. Maybe not be. Let me have some faith. way. Oh, there is. I knew there was one more steward in here. I was about to pull the boss too. I knew there was one more. It's a piglet back there. Get the extra. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, everyone's good. I'm good. There we go. This boss is really annoying. Somebody went too far into that other room. That's what that was. Mage is kind of doing a little low on damage, a little light. I might get hit by that. Maybe not. There we go. This was littered. This fight should have been over quite some time ago. This fight should have been over quite some time ago. That would take a little too long. Oh, this is perfect. This is actually perfect. Honestly, this is okay. I'd rather be safe than be sorry. Was saying he has to immediately destroy us. Nonsense. Nonsense of fix. I got the coolies for this. That's yo, sanguine can eat all of the phalluses. That's the sanguine can do. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. They shouldn't have killed that. We could have skipped this one. They don't know the skip. Whatever, I guess we're cleaving it down. This is what tanking is, ladies and gents. Adapting to questionable choices by DPS players. Gonna have to take him to the other side as soon as this guy dies. Where is the issues? It was a bit close. A little bit close to the vest, but we did it. And of course, these things are gonna end up saying. Jesus. Look. Sag. I got wrists, which realistically are an upgrade, but can't use them. That was pretty. I've been in more painful runs. That wasn't so bad, to be honest. That was pretty good. Where are you? There we go. Oh, I forgot we had a mage. I think that's all I'm gonna have time for. I am gonna probably stream later on tonight. Who knows? This is pretty good. I'm gonna probably do it from a different POV though. I think we've done enough with the druid. Want to explore different POVs and talk about different tanks and stuff like that. But that's it. If you joined me during the stream, I appreciate it. Thank you for coming through for the new year. If you catch this on the watchback, the same thing. Thank you for joining in. Catch you on the new year. Other than that, you guys have been great. I've been Solo and I'm out. Peace.